Welcome back to heavy English, hedgy English. And today is the conclusion of Grimm's fairy tales of this. Well, not the whole book, but the story, The Golden Bird. What's going to happen? Will people keep partying in that sweet hotel? Will the fox get tired of giving everyone free transportation on its back very fast? And will anyone actually listen to it? Or will we all continue to look for gold? Let's see. So, then the king was obliged to keep his word, and away went the young man and the princess. And the fox came up and said to him, "We will have all three, the princess, the horse, and the bird." "Ah," said the young man, "that would be a great thing. But how can you contrive it?" So, the king was obliged to keep his word. Obliged, forced. He had no choice. He had to keep his word. He was obliged to keep his word. And away went the young man. Again, this is changing word order for effect, for stylistic purposes. The young man went away, normal conversational word order. Away went the young man, stylistic word order. Away went the young man and the princess, and the fox came and said to him, "We will have all three." "Ah," said the young man, "that would be a great thing, but how can you contrive it?" Kind of to contrive something, old-fashioned word, to do it, to come up with it. What's the plan? How can you contrive it? What is the plan for it? So just a little bit of old-fashioned language here. "If you will only listen," said the fox, "it can be done. When you come to the king and he asks for the beautiful princess, you must say, 'Here she is.' So if you will only listen, it can be done. If you listen to me, we'll do it. It'll work. Nobody listens, but if he does. When you come to the king and he asks for the beautiful princess, you must say, 'Here it is.' Just instructions. Or 'Here she is.' Sorry. Then he will be very joyful, and you will mount the golden horse that they are to give you. So you will mount the golden horse that they are to give you, and put out your hand to take leave of them. But shake hands with the princess last." So, the guy goes to the king. Here she is. He'll be very joyful, very happy. Joyful, another word for very happy. And you will mount the golden horse. To mount a horse, to get on a horse. You will mount the golden horse that they are to give you. A fancy way of saying that they will give you, that they are to give you. And put out your hand to take leave of them. Remember, to take leave, to say bye, to go. I will take leave means I will go. So put out your hand to take leave of them, but shake hands with the princess last, to shake hands. Put out your hand, shake hands. Then lift her quickly onto the horse behind you, clap your spurs to his side, and gallop away as fast as you can. So he's essentially saying steal the princess. Lift her quickly onto the horse, throw her on the horse behind you, clap your spurs to his side. Clap normally means today like this, clap. And a spur is, the cowboys, people who ride horses. They have a boot, a special cowboy boot on their foot, and a spur is the little sharp, pointy thing on the side of the boot. So clap your spurs to his side means basically use your sharp, pointy metal thing on your boot and hit the horse, press it against the horse, make it go, and gallop away as fast as you can. Gallop is the word we use for a horse running fast. The horse gallops. and gallop away as fast as you can. All went right. Then the fox said, "When you come to the castle where the bird is, I will stay with the princess at the door, and you will ride in and speak to the king. And when he sees that it is the right horse, he will bring out the bird. But you must sit still and say that you want to look at it, to see whether it is the true golden bird. And when you get it into your hand, ride away." Again, just steal it. I mean, I like how the fox has started just saying, steal things. So all went right, everything went well. When you come to the castle where the bird is, I will stay with the princess at the door. Ride in, speak to the king. He sees it's the right horse. He brings the bird. To bring out the bird is behind in some room or in another place. He brings it out to where you are. But you must sit still, don't move, just sit still, and say you want to look at it, to see whether it is the true golden bird. And then he gives it to you. When it's in your hands, just ride away. This, too, happened as the fox said. So, this happened as the fox said. This happened like the fox said. The fox was correct. They carried off the bird. To carry something off, to take it away. They carried off the bird. The princess mounted again. Remember, to mount, to get on the horse. And they rode on to a great wood. Then the fox came and said, "Pray kill me, and cut off my head and my feet." So, the fox came and said, "Pray kill me." So, please, pray is an old-sounding way of saying please. Please kill me. Pray kill me. Cut off my head and my feet. But the young man refused to do it. So the fox said, "I will at any rate give you good counsel. I will at any rate, anyway. I will anyway. I will at any rate give you good counsel." Counsel means advice. Good advice. "Beware of two things. Ransom no one from the gallows, and sit down by the side of no river." So, the fox gives him advice. Beware of two things. So pay attention. Be careful of these two things. You don't want them. Ransom no one from the gallows. So we'll see what that means. Maybe it means the gallows are where they used to hang people. You know, a rope, you hang someone as execution, as a punishment. The gallows were and are the place where you hang somebody. Ransom no one from the gallows. Maybe it means don't save anybody, don't pay for anybody, don't take them. But we will see. And sit down by the side of no river. So don't sit next to a river. Again, fancy speech. Sit down by the side of no river. Don't sit down by the side of a river. Same thing. You can move the negative part just to make it sound different. So, the fox. Then away he went. Well, thought the young man, it is no hard matter to keep that advice. So, the fox left. Well, thought the young man, it is no hard matter. It is not difficult. It is not hard. It is no hard matter to keep that advice. To keep, to follow, to listen to. So basically, it's no hard matter to keep that advice. It's easy. It's easy to follow that advice. No problem. I can do that. So he rode on with the princess till at last he came to the village where he had left his two brothers. So he rode on with the princess, and then he showed up with his brothers, or to see his brothers. I think last we saw them, they were chilling, relaxing, having a great time in this beautiful and terrible hotel. So yeah, he came to the village where he left his two brothers. And there he heard a great noise and uproar. And when he asked for what was the matter, the people said, 2 men are going to be hanged. And there he heard a great noise. Remember, great here, great can mean really good, like, how is your food? Great. But also just can mean like huge, big. So a big noise and uproar. Uproar is another word for noise. Sounds like, people's voices, very loud. Usually it's someone's voice. People shouting. And they told him that 2 men are going to be hanged. Hanged again? I wonder who, I wonder which 2. So 2 men are going to be hanged. As he came nearer, he saw that the 2 men were his brothers, who had turned robbers. So as he came nearer, the closer he got, he saw that, it was his brothers who were going to be hanged. So he said, "Cannot they in any way be saved? Cannot they in any way be saved? Can't they be saved in any way?" Just changing the word order for effect. But the people said, "No, unless he would bestow all his money upon the rascals and buy their liberty." But the people said no, unless he would bestow all his money upon the rascals. Bestow here meant give, and to bestow upon the rascals. Rascals is like an old word for like a bad person, not a good person, evil, criminal person. My grandfather would say rascals, but never anyone else. So he had to buy their liberty, their freedom, basically give money for their freedom. Then he did not stay to think about the matter, but paid what was asked, and his brothers were given up, and went on with him towards their home.